Cristiano Romero's Tottenham career is finally over. The end of an era or the end of an era? Because when you look back on the lowlights of this man's Tottenham career, you begin to wonder. It all started when he first joined. Let's talk about his first game under Antonio Conte. A Conference League fixture against Vitesse from the Netherlands. A good way for Romero to ease his way in? No, not exactly. Gets sent off, leaving Conte completely bewildered. Would this be the last time Romero let his team down? Well, let's fast forward to the next season when Tottenham were back into the Champions League. They were facing AC Milan. They were 1-0 down in the second leg when Romero just seemed desperate that he wanted to get sent off. Committed 55 million fouls until eventually he was sent off. Tottenham didn't get the goal they needed and lost on aggregate, and we're out of the Champions League. Well, let's step away from red cards because there was more to him than that. What about his first North London derby against Arsenal? Tottenham actually played really well this day and would have won 2-0 if it wasn't for a Romero own goal and Romero giving away a penalty, meaning they drew 2-2 instead. It wasn't all doom and gloom. Romero was putting in some good performances and it's all Tottenham top of the Premier League. Then they had their first real test against Chelsea. And all the talk was about Romero and if he could keep his head. Because just the season before when Spurs played Chelsea in quite a feisty encounter, Romero did not keep his head. So would he do it this time? Well, Tottenham went 1-0 up. They were an absolute dreamland. Were they actually going to win the league? Romero decided to commit this challenge in the first half, in the penalty area no less. Got sent off. Penalty was converted. Chelsea went on to win. Tottenham went on to not win in their next 7 games. And then a lot of his Spurs career was halted through injuries, which is not his fault. Last season, which proves to be Romero's last season in a Spurs shirt, was really crunch time for him. The game against Liverpool was absolutely huge and Xavi Simons got sent off very early on, meaning Spurs were back to the wall stuff, really needed one of their leading figures to dig deep and show who he was. I have a feeling you know where I'm going with this one. Spurs end the game with 9 men and 0 points. And then it was looking like Spurs could unfathomably get sucked into a relegation battle. Their games against Manchester United and Arsenal coming up were huge, integral for their season. Cristiano Romero, stand up and be counted. No, I don't think I will. That first game against United, he decided to do this to Casemiro, get sent off after 28 minutes, meaning he missed the game against Arsenal through suspension, which Tottenham also lost. Then later in the season, what ended up being his last ever game in a Tottenham shirt, he went off the pitch crying because of an injury against Sunderland, in tears because it meant so much to him that he was going to miss these crucial games for Spurs in their fight against relegation. In fact, it meant that much to him that before the last game of the season, a game that literally meant everything for the future of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, club captain Romero decided he wasn't going to be there. He was going to fly to Argentina to watch a football match there instead, showing just how much he cared about the team that employed